Everyone, we're the I Wonder Sisters. I'm Kim.
I'm Andy, behind the glass of beer.
And happy Sunday. Welcome to Love and Libations, where we share just a lot of fun things about our lives. And we're also doing a series. There we go. We'll get it right in a moment. We're also doing a series on our work with doTerra essential oils. And so we're sharing every week how we use them, how much we love them, what they are, and how our bodies and minds are responding to them. So we'll be talking more about that today. But first, I'd like to talk about my hair. If you see the other videos, I was going to grow my hair. I've been wearing my hair like this for years and been perfectly happy with it. I
was happy with it too.
Everybody was like, "Girl, you have such a good head. If I had a head like that, I would wear my hair like that too." But I'm menopausal. And, I just got this thing. Sometimes as women, we have to figure out, like, what's making us not really feel ourselves. So I did color for a while, like, with it this short, maybe a tiny, tiny bit longer, I would let it grow. But I did the bleaching and lifted it way up to like a golden blonde. I never could get platinum, but I did get up to like a golden blonde. And so I did that a bit off and on, and it would grow a little bit, and and then in the summertime I got this idea, which is the worst time to get an idea to grow hair when you're not used to having any hair. But I was like, oh, I want dreadlocks. Which in my dreams I do want dreadlocks.
So do I.
But believe me when I tell you, I'm no closer to having them than she is. Because I come from a family of women with a lot of hair. Growing up, myself and my cousin, my other sister friend, Mo, who we talk about a lot, just had a lot of hair, and so hours was spent on our hair. It took forever to dry. Then we got the braids, and that took forever, and it was just a big ordeal. And so my mother went through the same thing. My mother had like an Oprah head. She had big hair. And Mo's mother had a lot of hair. It was finer than my mother's. It was longer. But after they got a certain age, they just were like, So Mo has done the same thing. Now, she, every once in a while, because we're both the same age, 47, and, she every once in a while will let, like, a part of it grow because she wants braids and extensions, or, then she'll shave it back off, things like that. So anyway, so I got this idea again because I did shave it after the summer. I got this idea again that I was going to let it grow because I wanted to wear it straight again and all these crazy things. And it just looked so terrible. I mean, there is such a long, ugly period when you are not used to having hair and you try to grow it back out again, because it's like really cool like this, and then it's really cool like this, but everything in between is not cool. So I really hated it, and I just felt like it was just a weight on me. I just didn't like anything I put on. I just, and so this morning I told Andy, I said, okay, there's another plan. I'm going to cut all my hair off, and now I think maybe I might get like a midnight blue dye, because my hair will go black, black, black much easier than it, of course, went blonde. So I think I'm going to get like a midnight blue dye and just dye it jet black. It was like that when I was a kid. But of course, time and age and chemicals and all other stuff changes your hair. So I'm going to try to play with those with dark colors now. Maybe even like a blue black.
I'd like that.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
instead of trying to, stress bleach it all the time and then it grows out and you have to bleach it again. So anyway, so I feel so much better. I feel like Annie Lennox, honey. I laid that burden down. Okay, I had so much hair, but the good thing about it was it got really healthy. I've been putting this conditioner on, this leave-in conditioner. I've also been putting some essential oils on it, just in my hands. Like if I put something on my face or my hands, I'll just rub it on my hair. So it got so really healthy. My scalp is really healthy, and the hair was just like so soft that I shaved off was just like really healthy. So I'm glad about that, because whether or not we have short hair, long hair, shaved hair or whatever, it's nice to have a healthy scalp, and healthy hair growing. When you have healthy hair, you can do anything to it, and it'll look good. So I'm back to this. I'm so happy. So, and I told Andy, I said, after I came out of the bathroom, I said, Andy, if you are my sister, and Lord knows, if I had a blood sister, she could not be as close to me as Andy is. If you are my sister, my friend, my booby, my Andy Candy, please don't ever let me do that again. I said, even if you have to hurt my feelings, because I'll get like, out of the blue, I want hair. I'm going to let my hair grow. And Andy will be like, okay. This is probably like the third time I think I might have tried this, and she'll be like, okay, she'll be like, Kim, you look great. No, to me, oh my God, it looks beautiful. I'm like, Auntie, this is some ugly crap on my hair. So I told her, if you have to hurt my feelings, because I'm not a person that stays angry very long. I mean, we'll have a beer, lunchtime will come, and I'm over it. So if you have to hurt my feelings and be like, Kim, it looks so awful when you do that. Anything, just please don't let me do that again. Okay.
The rant is over.
I'm so much happier. And what is the lesson behind all of this is that sometimes you just have to cut your hair. I remember one time a couple years ago, this was before I even met Andy, but we were both living in South Florida. And I was feeling so depressed, and I'm not a depressed type of person, but I was just feeling like so heavy. And I was just like, oh, no, I want to move. I don't need to be in South Florida. Like, all these things were, seeming so intense. I had started to let my hair grow. I took out the clippers and cut all my hair off. And I got on Facebook. I was like, I thought I was depressed, and all I had to do was cut my hair. So, sometimes you're really depressed. Other times you just have too much hair on your head. So now, okay, truly moving on. Okay, doTerra. Okay, so Andy.
I thought I wasn't here.
This is the way that it really goes, I'm certainly the talker.
Yes, and I'm the listener. Okay, last Sunday, the woman that is sponsoring Kim for doTerra essential oils came to the ranch and gave a class. And Andrea, our landlady, who has also been helping us with the oils and with the money and all that, is her sister-in-law. So they're very, very close. This woman's name is Vivian. And the class was amazing. Yeah. Vivian is a wonderful teacher. She's a great spokesperson for doTerra. She knows the oils inside and out, the single oils and the blends. She knows what they're good for. She passed around a lot of oils and let us sample them. One woman at the table, then this was just the company of women. There were no men involved, as it should be. And there was one woman at the table who has residual vertigo and headaches and tension in her neck and shoulders. And so Vivian gave her a blend called Past Tense, and Diana, the woman, rubbed it on her temples and her forehead and her neck and put it on her ear because it's an inner ear imbalance, which is giving her the vertigo. And within minutes, she felt relief. Yeah. She was able to move her neck because she had been in an accident and she had terrible residual orthopedic
issues.
Thank you. Issues, yes. She just developed a lot of problems in her neck, her shoulders, her back, her head, and with this vertigo. And the Past Tense relieved so much of her discomfort. Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful thing to see, you know, and when I went to this meeting, I didn't expect there would be an example of the oils working like the one that we had, but it was quite stunning. And several women signed up to purchase doTerra because the meeting was such a successful one. And since we last spoke to you guys, we've gotten our book.
Yes, indeed.
Show the book.
It's such a great book. I mean, this is serious.
It's hugely comprehensive. It even has molecular diagrams and things like that to explain exactly scientifically how the oils work.
Yes.
This isn't airy-fairy medicine. This is really scientifically based, tested and researched. So,
yeah, I mean, there's, for example, this is how the oils actually interact with the body, so that you know, that's clear, that you know that certainly everything is about the intention that we place in it, but this is real. I mean, whether or not you know anything at all about essential oils, never heard of them, this book explains exactly how they work with the body. And it was so wonderful to see Diana use the past tense, because you could even, I mean, before she said anything, you could see the relief that she was feeling, you know. I mean, because when people are in pain all the time, they tend to have a certain look, you know. It's a very stressful thing to always feel like you're in pain or you're not balanced. I mean, you could actually look at her and see how she eased up throughout the whole entire thing. So that was great to see. And I mean, the book is really heavy. Like, this is it's not a book that we're going to just sit and read from, you know, start to finish. This is a reference for us to help you and to help ourselves, which we're doing. So so it's loaded with so much science. And also there is a video. There's plenty of them I found by Dr. Hill, who is the medical founder of doTerra. So if you just look up Dr. Hill essential oils, you'll find tons of information. And he's a he's a doctor, so he's a very scientific, fact-based man, you know. So so he can